What's up you guys, it is Samantha. So today's video is going to be a hormone update video. While there are a lot of emotional changes and like psychological changes that happen when you go on HRT, most of the changes that you will obviously physically notice, but most of the changes that you will notice are going to be physical changes. Those physical changes include the redistribution of fat on your body. When I started hormones, the fat on my body redistributed from my stomach and from, where else did I have fat? I was a very skinny boy. I was pretty skinny beforehand, so like I didn't have a lot of fat on my body, but the fat that I did have was not in my hips, it was not in my face at all, like it was pretty much only in my stomach. I still do have fat in my stomach area, but like we won't talk about that. But now most of the fat is concentrated around my hip areas. The weight from down here has really shifted up towards my cheekbones and stuff, making my cheekbones look bigger and my face more heart-shaped, which is what I wanted. Another change that happened to me that was pretty noticeable was the way that my body hair grew and the hair on my head, but mostly my body hair and my facial hair grew. Once I started hormones, after a couple of months, it really started to lighten out and become a lot thinner and much easier to manage. For example, now I only have to shave my legs and wherever else I shave probably once or twice a week, whereas before I would literally shave my legs, get out of the shower, dry off, and my legs would be prickly again. But yeah, estrogen has helped so much with that. Another thing that I feel like people don't really talk about is skin texture. So my skin has gotten so much smoother and so much plumper and softer and more, what's a good word? More cushiony, I guess. What I've noticed is that the skin on my face is very sensitive, very delicate, very smooth, very soft. It just really has gone from like that masculine, rough, dry skin to like the feminine, plush, soft, squishy skin. You know what I'm saying? Something else that has changed that I have not seen any science behind or anything like that, so don't take it as fact. It's just an experience that I've had, and it might not even be like a real thing, it might just be in my head, but I believe that my feet have gotten a little bit smaller. A lot of people are probably thinking like, how is that possible? Like hormones don't change bone or anything like that, but I wish I could tell you. All that I know is that when I first transitioned, I was wearing a size 11 in women's, which is pretty big, kind of embarrassing, but the size that I wear now is a 10 to a 10 and a half, so it's not a lot. I didn't go from like an 11 to an 8 or anything like that, but they did shrink down a little bit. As for the emotional changes, I feel like an important thing to note is that gonna readjust myself. I was kind of bad at taking my hormones for a long time. Before I had surgery, I would be very, for a lack of a better word, anal about it. And I would take them every day, and if I missed a day, I would make up for it as soon as I could. And I was just very on top of it, very like, where are my moans? But after I had surgery, I kind of stopped worrying because like there wasn't any more testosterone in my system. There was nothing producing testosterone, so I felt that like, okay, well, no major changes are gonna happen. I was so wrong, and it's very, very important that you guys know that if you do have SRS or an orchiectomy, I think it's called, whatever one removes like testicles, if you have that done, you need to take hormones every single day for the rest of your life because there's not anything in your body producing hormones, and you need some type of hormone running through your blood. But yeah, because of that, I noticed a lot of inconsistency with my emotion. I was just so emotional, and so like it was just so easy for me to like cry or to get upset or something like that. For example, like a long time ago when I was talking to guys and stuff like that, if anything were to happen, I would get so upset and so like personally offended by it, and like I would cry so much, and like I just could not get over it. Like I couldn't control my emotions, like anything like that. It was rough. Not even just the emotional roller coaster that not consistently taking my hormones put me on, but like physically it did a number on me as well. My skin became very dull. The fat like that got shifted up in my face started to fall back down. I don't know the exact terminology or like what actually happens, but that's what it looked like and that's what it felt like. But yeah, I don't know, enough of that. Let's get into the physical changes. Yeah, okay. So I told you guys a little bit about the physical changes that you will experience on HRT, or at least the ones that I've experienced. So now I want to go ahead and show you the progress that I've made. Hold the fuck on. Keep in mind that I did have my boobs done, so this is not from fucking hormones. It's from silicone. Make sure my nipples don't pop out. As you can see, I have a little bit of a waist here. It's probably a combination of hormones, the waist training that I do sometimes, and just genetics. Moving down, as you can see, I have a lot more weight in my hips now. Like before, I would be very like straight down here, but now it's much more like, it's definitely more than it was like before I transitioned, but I still think I want to get my hips done in the future. But yeah, that's just me. This is my booty. My butt definitely has grown. Also, something worth mentioning is I have been gaining a little bit of weight. Not a lot, I want to say like 15 pounds over the past like year maybe. But yeah, it was intentional. I did just want to like fill out a little bit. I thought I was too skinny, I was too straight. But yeah, I did try to gain a little weight, so that definitely has helped. I always feel so awkward like filming my body and like pictures of my body and videos of my body to like put in these videos, because I know that so many people are gonna be looking at it and like judging me and all this stuff, and like I don't know, I don't want people to think that I'm just like trying to show you guys my body, because I'm self-conscious. Like, it's not like that at all. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was educational in some way, and I hope you guys don't think I'm a hoe now. Like I said, this video is entirely for educational purposes, so I hope it served its purpose. If you have any more questions regarding HRT or my experiences being transgender or on HRT or anything like that, leave them down below. I will do my best to get back to you on them. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.